All right, listen, people. This somebody donated $10 to me to watch this video, so I guess I'm obligated at this point. Um, let's watch it. So it's Lupe Fiasco's gives his thoughts on Kanye West situation. I don't know who the guy is. Like I said, I think he's a rapper. Somebody said. Um, so I get that. That's all I know about him. So let's watch.
You gotta watch what you say, right? But more importantly than that,
I guess he's saying what Kanye should watch what he say. Says.
you gotta be honest about what you believe in, even if you don't say nothing. I sit around white supremacists all day. We got Black Lives Matter t-shirts on. Because they watch what they say.
Oh, I think he's sorry. It's just jumbled. I think what he's saying is that there are people, white supremacists, who wear Black Lives Matter T-shirts like they do it for the virtues. And I think that's what he said there.
If you just look, you just wait a little bit. You let it play out. You let that new car smell wear off. Start to smell French fries in the back seat. Like, it's real, right? I think he fucked up. He know he fucked up.
Okay.
But I also know Ye do not care.
Okay.
Right? He do not care. He's still worth $500 million.
True. I mean, that's one of the problems with getting rich, right? Is that when you're worth so much money, like you can't really be canceled at that point. And like, there's obviously generally cancellation is bad, but like the anti-Semitism shit, like there's no accountability, there's no like reflection, because like there's no damage done for you to push rhetoric that is the same rhetoric that led to, like, you know, the Holocaust, bro. It's a very real thing.
Somebody is going to take that.
His name is Lupe Fiasco. Is your dad's favorite rapper? Hopefully I said his name right.
JP Morgan don't want it. No,
what did they say?
Somebody is going to take that money. JP Morgan don't want it. You know how much dope money JP Morgan got on the books?
Right.
I actually don't, just so you know.
Somebody will take it and invest it. He's going to make another $1 billion. I can't guess this. I'm just saying. I know how this world works. I've seen it in so many different facets, right? I've seen comebacks. And I've seen people who deserve to stay.
Well, it begs the question, if what I was interpreting correct before. If what I said before was interpreted correct, or my interpretation would be saying was correct, that like there are white supremacists wearing BLM, outfits, and that they're effectively virtue signaling. Then what's stopping Kanye from potentially like pretending to have like a what is it called, a redemption arc and coming back? You know what I mean? And just pretending, you know,
get taken out, right? Because they didn't have the fight in them. Kanye influenced a lot of people. He did a lot of good for a lot of people. Can't take that away from him. Yeah, half the fucking world rapping, walking, and talking like this man for 20 years. Right? You can't take that away from him.
Okay.
Right?
Sure.
Does he deserve it? I got issues. I got so many issues with Ye. Prior to all this goofy shit. Prior to the Harriet Tubman slides and all that shit. We were in a stadium on the Glow in the Dark tour. Me, NERD, Rihanna, Chris Brown, Kanye West, and a myriad of other folks, a cavalcade of characters. Kanye got up on stage every night and said, white people,
Okay.
this is your night.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to snort. That's just funny. This is kind of ridiculous.
I'm allowing you to say nigga.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Sorry, it's so inappropriate. Oh my God. Wow, incredible. Fucking Kanye West giving out like fucking welfare N-word passes. What a legend, guy. Well, if I knew that, then I wouldn't be so harsh on him. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I'm kidding. Jesus.
So when the
That's
chorus
crazy.
come around, you can say it. Every night, Madison Square Garden, every night, every stadium around this fucking country, every night, my man went up there and told her that I was hot. Hot.
Ew.
At the same time, too, NAACP was like, we need to bury the word nigga.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I was like, that's the stupidest shit I ever heard. That's the hypocrite in me. Word nigga. At the same time, too, NAACP was like, we need to bury the word nigga.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I was like, that's the stupidest shit I ever heard. That's the hypocrite in me.
I mean, me personally, nobody should probably use the word. Let me go collect the passes. Like, listen, I'm a white guy. I don't use the word. So, you know, whatever. But like, I just remember having a teacher, and this is the story I told like yesterday or the other day. But he's a black teacher. He wasn't my teacher personally, but like he was a black teacher, and his name, I don't want to say his name because I don't want to be all weird about you know how the internet is. Anyway. He was a black teacher, and you know, some of the black kids at the school would say the N-word openly with an A, and he would always yell at them and say, "Stop it!" And his argument was basically like it just perpetuates the continuous usage of the word, and we should phase it out of our language, basically. And I agree with that. Now, I would never tell black people stop using the word. You know, it's not my fight to have. But you know, I obviously don't think that there should any iteration of the word should still exist. Personally. I understand the idea of like recapturing the word. I get that. I totally understand that. I get it. I'm just saying, ideally, it should probably be phased out of vocabulary, and that would drastically increase the chance or reduce the chance rather, of people actually saying it, especially white people. You know, so.
Right? There's one group trying to stop it. I'm on stage with dude trying to stop it. I'm mad at both of them. Like, who am I to judge? Right? But the crazy part, they were already fucking saying it.
Yeah.
Who was white people?
He's a character that brings out the enigma of the human condition. And that's his power. He forces you to see your contradictions and your hypocrisies. Right?
How?
And unapologetically puts it in your face and on your feet. And remember those 10 and a halves you got? But just the quantums. I only want the quantums. I don't want any
I don't understand how he does that. How did he do that? Maybe I just don't get something there, but okay.
He's a complicated brother who's been through a lot. I've seen people tell him that he wasn't shit to his face. Stick to making beats. You can't rap. I've seen people cut that man down.
Okay.
Right? When he lost his mom, this shit was crazy. I've seen him do that. I've seen him do wild, crazy shit. I've seen him do amazing, beautiful shit to just make you cry. The way he
Like what? Like cutting onions? Good cook? Sorry, I don't know too much about Kanye's music. I'm just joking around a little.
bore his soul and allowed people to tell his stories, and became a vehicle for pain and challenging the system. George Bush don't care about black people. Nobody else can say shit. I was like, nigga, what you talking about, man? It's white people down there too. But that wasn't the point, because I wasn't on the level that he was on. He's like, the focus needs to be on this, because if you focus on them, that's going to get the reaction that you need. Because honestly, white people don't give a fuck about white people.
True. That's true. White people don't really give a fuck about white people. It's because we don't have to. That's what it comes down to, right? It is kind of true.
Right? You may think that. You know, white people will fire another white person in a fucking heartbeat. Leave them on the side of the road to die in a heartbeat. Right? That camaraderie that you may think is there, they snitch on each other too. Rape, kill, shoot, pillage, rob. Ukraine and Russia's all white people. They talking about nuclear bombing each other.
Yeah.
They're the same people. Right? So he knows, like, they ain't gonna respond to that. But they're gonna respond when I put this blackness in their face. We're gonna get these trucks of water down here, and we're gonna get some helicopters down here, and we're gonna speak truth to power. We allowed that, but at what cost? Right? Kanye don't affect us. Kanye has no effect on anybody in this room.
Okay.
We feed into a narrative that folks have a certain level of power and influence on us. Really?
Well, didn't he just go on about how much power and influence Kanye had through his music? This is a little bit of a confusing speech.
You can't even fight off the urge to eat donuts at 11 o'clock.
I guess.
But what you doing over there? You need to be worried about that juice in your refrigerator. You need to be worried about that gas that's in your car that's burning this planet the fuck down.
Sure, I agree with that.
Right? There's bigger fish to fry. And if we don't get to cooking them shits, they are going to start cooking us. Woo.
All right. Well, all right.
Thank you, man. Damn, that was good.
All right, so some of that was a little wonky for me, but the ending kind of pulled it together. Like, I get what he's saying. He's like, at the end of the day, you focus on what really matters, and Kanye doesn't matter. I respect that. The delivery just didn't resonate with me. Okay.
I want Papa God to pee on my face, but just as a friend. There's nothing weird about that. I want him to pee on my face.